Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of point of sale system for Magento 2 platform based web stores. Now this particular plugin provides a complete web based POS solution for managing multiple physical store or retail outlets at different locations and allows synchronization of the data that includes sales, orders, inventory and products with the online store. In the previous video, I showed you the POS terminal workflow wherein I showed you how the cashiers can scan the barcode labels, manage customers, take offline orders, give custom discounts, make use of the split payment at the checkout using the card swipe or the cash, apply the coupon codes, put the cart on hold, and print the sales receipts and much more. What you can do is for that particular video you can check the user guide that I've attached within the description of this particular video for more details on the workflow at the POS terminal end. And in today's video tutorial what I'll be doing is I'll be taking you through the backend configuration settings of this particular plugin. So after the successful installation of this particular plugin, how this plugin provides the different options for creating the outlet, cashiers and the other options that the admin gets in the backend panel. But before we proceed further with this particular video tutorial, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So before taking you to the admin backend panel and showing you the rest of the workflow there, before that on the POS terminal we have incorporated a few more features like the cashiers can refresh the whole product and the category listing there. So after the successful login into the POS terminal, into the web-based POS terminal, what the agent needs to do, he needs to tap here the refresh product list option for refreshing the complete product list, or to refresh the category list he can tap here on the refresh category list. Apart from that, the POS terminal agents can also refresh the individual product inventory there. For that, for example, for any of the products there, what you need to do is you need to hover your mouse and you'll see a refresh option. You need to tap that up and that would basically refresh the particular inventory of the product. So you just need to hover your mouse, tap on the refresh inventory or reload inventory option there, and the particular inventory of the respective product would be updated. One more thing that we have added is how to add, or we have added the POS the option to add the POS to the home page as a progressive web app. So for that, what you need to do is in the address bar you have to navigate to the right hand corner, and there you'll find one a download option kind of an icon there. You need to tap that up and that would bring up one pop-up to install the same. After you've installed the particular POS to your home page as a PWA, if I minimize this window, you'll find one point of sales icon like this, as you can see, and from here you can double click this particular icon to open the point of sale, as you can see right now on your screens there. And then you can maximize it as per your own requirement, or you can adjust it as per your requirement there and can make use of the POS there. So that was how you can add the POS to the home screen as a progressive web app. Now coming back to the main web-based PWA or the point of sale terminal there, we have added one more functionality, that's the option for the POS agents to search the customers by the phone numbers as well. So for example, if I'm adding a particular product into the cart and I'm trying to select a customer here by tapping on the customer, I can search for the customer using the customer's telephone number. So you can see that if I enter 555, Veronica Costello has been searched. Even if I enter the last four digits, that is 3326 for example, the particular customer would be searched, and then we can select that customer for the particular order there so as to make it and to proceed further for the checkout there. So these were some options that we have added on the POS terminal end there. Now coming to the admin backend panel, let's hop onto the admin backend panel and let me log into the Magento 2 platform based web store admin backend panel by entering the username and password. Now after the successful installation of the Magento 2 point of sale system, the admin will find one option on the side panel, that is the point of sale or the POS icon here. Tapping on that would bring up the POS options. As you can see, that includes add manage outlet, add manage cashiers, POS orders, POS configuration, reporting, that includes the cashier reporting, outlet reporting. You have the option to manage the receipts as well. Now the barcode label and the POS unit of measure, these are basically the add-ons that need to be installed there. And after the installation of these add-ons, then you will get these two options, that's the barcode label and the POS unit of measure there. So for now, for the basic installation, you will be getting these options that range from add manage outlet, reporting, and the POS receipt section there. Now let's go through each of these options, but before that, let's see the initial configuration setting for the POS configuration. So you can directly navigate to the POS configuration by tapping here in the POS configuration option, and that would redirect us to the initial configuration settings for the point of sale terminal itself. And you can also reach to this particular section through stores and then configuration, and then under the webcool block you'll find the POS system, and under the POS system here you'll find the POS configuration, as you can see. So here what you can do is you can enable the offline mode for your POS terminal as well. So in the workflow for the POS terminal end, for the cashier end, that the video that we had created earlier, you can check how the offline mode works. So to enable the offline mode, you'll have to choose this option as a yes. Then within the POS terminal, here we are seeing the listing of the products there. Now we can set up the product page load size, and this should basically be an integer value, and the entered value will be the count of the products load at the time of POS initialization. Then we have the POS cash payment label. So here you can set up the POS cash payment label as per your own requirement, and this would then be reflected here. For example, if I tap here on the pay option, here we'll be able to see that here we have the select payment method, and if I scroll down, and here we have the credit debit card and the split payment. Now these labels can be set up from this particular section, that's the POS cash payment label. We have set it as cash, POS card payment label, credit debit card, POS split payment label as split payment. Then you can also set up the enable cashier single login. So if you want that only a single cashier should be logging into the POS terminal, then you can choose it as a yes. Otherwise you can choose it as a no, so that multiple cashiers can log into the same POS terminal as well. Then you can set up the geo location API key here. Then you can set up the choose attribute for the barcodes there. So you can choose an attribute for the barcode there, that can be selected as the SKU. Then we have the PWA configuration, the one that I've just shown you at the desktop there. We installed it from the browser itself. In the address bar on the top right hand corner, you'll get one option to install the PWA app on your desktop there. After the installation, you'll get the point of sale icon there. Double clicking that up brings this particular window, as you can see. So the PWA configuration can be set up from here. So here you can set up the application name, that is point of sale. So here you can see that the application name is point of sale. Application shortcut name, you can set it as POS. The application icon, the same icon is visible there on the desktop screen, as you can see. And here's the application name at the top left hand corner, that's the POS. Similarly, you can set up the application icons here with different size configurations. Then you can set up the splash background color here and the theme color. So here's the theme color, and the theme color is being reflected here in the title bar there within the POS terminal itself. Then we have the email templates. Now here you can select two different email templates. One is for the POS cashier credential email template. So whenever a particular cashier is being created, at that time an email is sent to the particular cashier on the email address that was used while creating the cashier itself, and the login credentials are sent to that particular POS agent or the cashier there itself. So you have to create that one, and then you can select it from the drop down here. And then we have the POS order email template, and this can be selected, and this is a default one, so you have to select the POS order email template. So whenever an order is being placed, the email template that is used to send to the customer there, that can be selected from here. Now this one more option that you can see here, POS French NF525, this is used for enabling the signatures within your POS transactions there. Now this is basically an add-on there, so you'll have to purchase it separately, and this is not included within the basic POS itself. So this was the basic POS configuration, the PWA configuration and the email templates there. And lastly, you need to tap here on the save configuration option. Now coming to the POS section here, here we can see that we can add and manage outlets. So let's go to the add and manage outlets. So here we are on the outlet manager section. So here you can add multiple outlets for your store as per your own requirement there. From the drop down, you can delete, disable or enable the created outlets as required. You can filter out the outlets as well using the outlet name, their status, product assignment basis, and has a default customer option as well. To add a new outlet, just tap here on the add new outlet button, and that will bring up the new outlet or the new outlet page, as you can see. So here we have different sections that need to be configured. So here you can set up the outlet information that includes the outlet information section that you can see right now on the right hand side. Associate category products, associated products, default customer address, and assign products by barcode. Now assign products by barcode can only be done after saving a particular outlet, and then you can come back to the assign product by barcode section. So for example, you want to create a new outlet, so what you need to do is you need to set up the outlet name. So let's set it as test outlet. Then you have to select a source here. Now we have the multi-source inventory option there. So let me show you how you can create the sources there. So right now you can see that here we have a default source, a New York and a California source. So to create a source, you need to navigate through stores, and then under inventory you have to go to sources. Let me open the stocks as well. So under the manage sources, here you will be able to add multiple sources there as per your requirement. So here you can see that we have the default California source and New York source. And to add a new source, you just need to tap here on the add new source button. And this source can then be assigned to your particular products there. So here what you need to do is for a new source, you have to set the name of the source. So I'll set it as test source. I'll set the code as test. You can set up the description, the latitude, longitude of the new source. You can set up the contact information, the address data there. So this is a required one. So let me select that up for the demo there. Let's select it as California, and let me set the zip code as 90001, and then I'll tap here on the save and continue button. Now what this will do is this would basically create the source. So if I go back now, here you'll be able to see the particular source being created as the test source. Now the other option that we have here under the inventory is the stocks. Now this source that we have created would be accessible while we are creating the POS outlet there. So we need to select as we were on the new outlet page, for example. Here we were giving the outlet name, then we have to select the source name. So right now you can see that we have only the New York, California and the default source. Now coming to the manage stock, here you will be able to manage the stock. So here you have to add a new stock. So for example, if I tap on the add new stock, I can set up the name test stock. I'll choose the sales channel here, and I'll be assigning the source to this particular I'll be assigning the sources to this particular stock that we're going to create. So I'll assign this particular source, that's the test source, to this particular stock that we're going to create, and I'll tap here on the save and continue button thereafter. So we have created the source, and then under the stock we have assigned the particular source to the stock, as you can see. Now if I go to the catalog page, and for example if I go to the product section there, and I edit any of the products there, so here we have already a product being filtered out. Let me edit it out. you'll be able to see that we'll be now be able to assign multiple sources to the product there. So let me edit this product first. So on the product edit page, if I scroll down here, we have one option for the sources. So here you can assign different sources, and according to the assigned source, you can set the quantity for each of the sources there. So here you can see that we have assigned New York, California default source. We can tap here on the assign sources button. And from the drop down, you can see that now we have the test source as well available. So the test source is there. We can set up the source item status as in stock or out of stock, and we can set up the quantity of the product in this particular source there. So we can set it as up to 1000 or whatever you want to set that up. Now coming back to the new outlet creation, let's refresh this page, the new outlet creation page. So to create an outlet, you just need to set up the outlet name. From the source, you'll now choose the particular source of the products there, or the source there. Then you'll choose the product assignment basis, whether it's the category based or all product based, whether you want to assign all of the products or category based products to this particular outlet. Set default customer, whether you want to set a default customer for this particular outlet or not. And then you can set up the outlet address, set up the enable or disable option for the status of this particular outlet, and then choose the sales receipt. So you can create different sales receipts as well, and according to your customized sales receipt, you can choose a particular sales receipt that should be applicable on this particular outlet. Then we have associated category products. So this is applicable only when the product assignment basis is selected as category based. So then you can choose from the categories, and you can choose the products or the categories basically. And the products within those categories would be available within this particular physical outlet that you're going to create. Now, if the associated products, if we talk about that, from here you can assign the associated products to this particular outlet. So you just need to tap on that, and accordingly the particular products would be associated to this particular outlet. Then we have the default customer and address. So from here you can choose the default customer that you want to set up for this particular what we say as the outlet. And lastly, we have the option to assign the product by barcode. So you can assign the products by barcode only after the outlet creation. So after you created an outlet, the particular outlet would be available here under the outlet manager. And then if you want, you can edit any of the outlets. So for example, if I edit this particular outlet that we have created already, that's the Luma outlet. Here you can see that we have the product assignment basis as all products, assign product by barcode. If I go to this particular section, now you can see that we have the assign by barcode option. If I tap on that, we can add the POS stock by the barcode reader. So what you need to do is, if the barcode reader is attached, you can read the barcode of the particular product to add the product to this particular outlet itself. So that was about the adding and managing of the outlets there under the add manage outlet section. Now under the add manage cashier section, you'll be able to manage the cashiers that you've already created, and you can add more cashiers as well for your POS outlets. From here you can delete the cashiers, force logout of the cashiers, disable and enable the cashiers as required. To add a new cashier, you just need to tap here in the add new cashier button, and that will bring up the new cashier section wherein you need to set up the information for the new cashier there. So under the cashier information, here you will be uploading the image of the cashier, setting up his first name, last name, his email address, his contact number. You'll be setting up the password for him. The same email address or the username and the password that you will be entering here would be emailed to the particular cashier on the email address that you have entered here, and he'll be receiving that password so as to log into the particular outlet to which this particular cashier has been assigned to. So here you can see that we have assigned this particular one to the Luma outlet there. or we can assign him to the Crocs outlet as well, and then you can set the status of this particular cacher as enabled or disabled. After you've saved it up, this particular cacher would be visible under the cacher manager listing here on this particular page. So here if I edit on this particular cacher, you can edit that up as well, and here you'll find the image, the name, last name, the email address, and the outlet that we have selected for him, and the enable option as well. So that was about the add manage cashier section. Then we have the POS orders. So all of the orders that have been placed within the different POS terminals or your different physical stores, all of those outlet orders would be visible here along with the order ID, the outlet name, the cashier name, and you'll also be able to have the action column here where you'll be able to view the particular orders as well. So here you can see that here we have the Luma outlet, here we have the Crocs outlet. So accordingly, depending upon the number of your outlets, all of the outlet POS orders would be visible under this particular section, and from here you can view any of the orders as required by tapping on the view order option. Here also you'll be getting a filter option for filtering out the POS orders, and you can filter out the orders using the ID, from into values, order ID, depending upon the outlet or the cashier name, and that's it for the filters there. Then we have the POS configuration. We have already gone through the POS configuration there. Then we have the cashier reporting and the outlet reporting. So under the cashier reporting, let's see what different options do we get. So this section basically provides the cashier reporting here. Right now we don't have any data. Basically here you will get the cashier name, the outlet name, reporting date, initial amount, final amount, and the action column with the respective data there. The same goes with the outlet reporting. That will be providing the outlet reports there. So here you'll be able to basically select the particular outlet, and according to the outlet you can check your lifetime sales, average orders, last orders, as you can see, the revenue, tax, shipping, the quantity there according to the orders, and according to the amount as well you can check the data there. And after the cashier reporting, outlet reporting, we also have the manage receipt section, and under the manage receipt section you'll be able to add and manage the POS receipts. You can add different customized receipts for your POS or for your outlets there, and accordingly for example you have created the advanced receipt template for example here, so different templates can be created for the POS receipts there, and while creating the outlets there you'll be able to assign the particular receipts for each of the outlets. So each outlet would or can be having different what we say as the receipts there. So for example from here you can edit or preview any of the created receipts, and to add a new receipt you can tap here on the add receipt button. Tapping that up would bring up the add new receipt section, as you can see, having the general section, the receipt logo, header content, footer content. So from here you'll be able to set up the status as enabled or disabled, set the title, display the outlet name on the receipt, display the date, display order ID on the receipt, order ID label. If you want to set up the label for the order ID you can set that up. You can display the customer name, display the subtotal, so you can set up the subtotal label as well. You can display the discount, set up the discount label, display text, set up the text label, display credit amount, set up the credit label, so on and so forth. So all of the new receipts that you're going to create are totally customizable as per your own requirements. So you can, for each of the values, you can set up the labels as well and enable or disable each of the options like the outlet name, the customer name, display discount, display credit amount, display change amount, display cashier name. So you can enable or disable these options as well. Now if I go back, after you've created that particular receipt would then be listed in the manage POS receipt section. I just wanted to tell you that the manage POS receipt section that we get here is also an add-on here. The point of sale unit of measure, point of sale receipt, and the barcode label section. These are all the add-ons that you need to separately purchase and install there, and then you'll be getting these options. In the basic one, you just get the add manage outlet, add manage cashier, POS orders, POS configuration, and under the reporting you get the cashier reporting and the outlet reporting there under the basic Magento 2 point of sale system there. Now if I go back to the manage POS receipt section, here you'll be able to see you can edit a particular POS receipt that you have created. You can also preview the receipt, and after tapping the preview receipt you'll be able to see the details of the receipt there. Here on the left hand side, these are the labels that you have created, and you can enable or disable these receipts as per your own requirement there. So yes, that was much about the backend configuration there for the POS system for the Magento 2 platform based web stores, and I hope it helped you out in understanding what different options are there and what different configuration settings are there in the initial configuration settings for the plugin there. If you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements, then kindly do reach back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.uvidesk.com as well. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this particular video and have a great day ahead.